History of Iran be like Aryan Chads move into the Iranian plateau. They vibe. Get wiped by Mesopotamians. New guys move in. They get taxed by the Mesopotamians. Beat the out of them with friends. Establishes a kingdom. King's grandson beats him up and conquers the kingdom. Leaves behind the largest superpower on earth. Later they get conquered by a bisexual Macedonian man. He dies from something. Iran is ruled by Greeks. They spend centuries fighting other Greeks. A couple of horse war conquer the whole empire. Spend centuries fighting Romans over Armenia. A rebellion grows out of control and conquers the empire. Ultra-based ruler Zoroastrian pilled. Spend centuries fighting Romans over Armenia. Last so long that both empires are exhausted. Latest Shah is asked by an Arab dude named Muhammad to convert to Islam. ROFL. Arabs steamroll the armies of Byzantium and Ctesiphon. Spend the next centuries being the nerds of the Islamic Caliphate. Rulers adopt most of the culture and government of the land. Caliphate gets so weak it sparks an Iranian renaissance. Ends after Turks decide they want to rule. Spend the next centuries being the nerds of the Turkish empires. Rulers adopt most of the land's culture. Turks kill a Mongol emissary. Genghis Khan ends up committing a lot of war crimes. The empire breaks up soon after his death, but Mongols continue to rule Iran. Rulers adopt most of the land's culture. Empire breaks apart into multiple Turco-Mongol kingdoms. A Turkish Kurdish Caucasian teenager then unifies most of Iran. Kicks out all other religions except Shia Islam. Attempts to unite all the Turks. Fails, decides to become Persian instead. Spends centuries fighting Ottomans over Armenia. After a golden age and opium they are conquered by Afghans. A sheep stealer takes advantage of the situation. Creates his own empire. Taxes the out of Iran. Later killed by his own troops and malaria. The empire breaks apart into Iranian kingdoms. One of them does really well. A eunuch decides he can do better. Creates his own dynasty. Is so shit Armenia and friends are lost to Iran forever. Sells off most of Iran's resources. Land is divided between foreign powers. Becomes a battleground during World War I. A Corsair commander takes advantage of the situation. Creates his own dynasty. Attempts to modernize Iran and push back outside influence. Russia and Britain double penetrate Iran soon during World War II. Replace Shah with his son. Becomes best friends with the West. The prime minister wants to nationalize oil. Scares the West who fail to get rid of him. They try again with the Shah and succeed. Tsar teaches him how to deal with future revolts. Continues father's modernization and reforms. Hosts parties that bankrupt the nation. People disagree and revolt. Puts down rebellions with lethal force. Escalates until a revolution is started to overthrow the Shah. He gets the heck out of there. Ayatollah takes advantage of the situation. Iran is now an Islamic republic. It's the most convoluted government ever devised. Starts purging Shah supporters and kidnaps Americans. Iraq sees a chaos and invades Iran. MFW war ends up resembling World War I. Each side claims victory ending the war. Iran gets ass blasted by sanctions. But are so corrupt they squander most of the resources. End up in Cold War with us. Saudi Arabia and Israel deal with protests because you're more authoritarian than the Shah.
Iran. Nigga, I can't even walk.
Thanks for the money, dummy.